It's the Ron and Fez Show. Thanks for being with us live on a Thursday.
Is it just me or bumper music getting shorter and shorter?
Oh, yeah, much shorter.
Yeah.
They're shrinking it. Lance Armstrong got spit on by a couple of German fans during the Tour de France.
Fezzy, it wasn't a couple. It was quite a few. I don't know where this came from. And I don't know what the idea of letting the fans be right there next to these world-class athletes.
Yeah, it makes no sense that they would be allowed to just head out onto the track.
Well, it's not the track. They actually use the roads there. But these guys are riding up these mountains, and they have, like, maybe 2 feet to be able to move.
And to get close enough to spit on somebody, that's wrong.
You know what? I can put up with a lot of stuff, but spitting, that makes me want to throw hands. And when I even just heard this story, I got, like, really nationalistic about it. I got, like, really furious as soon as the story came out. Now, there was also being chased by a fan who was wearing an F. Bush T-shirt. Fez, why should Lance Armstrong have to deal? All the guy wants to do is ride his bike.
He wants to get his number 6, and now he's being chased by anti-Americanism.
So they said they would never allow this to happen again. They tried something different because the fans are so crazy there, and they go, that'll be it. For now on, we got to keep everybody back.
Yeah, because that's so dangerous anyway. Those guys, the tumbles they've taken already during this Tour de France.
Well, when you see what happens, here's the reason why. They weren't going fast. You're basically riding a bike up a mountain. So they're just kind of pushing it in, digging in. They're only going about as fast as you could possibly walk. So they didn't think that, we don't have to worry about the crowds here. What they didn't figure out is that these crowds who have always been respectful in the past, it's like golf. Have you ever watched golf, how close the crowd gets?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody could gut one of the golfers anytime you want it. And you'll see those guys teeing off when they've only got about 5-6 feet. It looked exactly like that.
I'm surprised Sheryl Crow didn't jump out of that van and just start swinging a guitar like El Kabong.
There wasn't any van around during this point. It was just those guys going straight up and literally maybe had about a 2 feet, maybe 4 feet thing in between the crowds.
I see. I still haven't gotten over Robbie Alomar spitting on that ump.
Yeah, but at least that was an ump. But, Fez, you look at this, you got to now start and worry about the Olympians. Our Americans are going to be over there. There's apparently a lot of anti-American feelings. And from what I understand, the Olympic tickets are about 1/3 of where they should be. So people in Europe are somewhat afraid about the Olympics being there, about showing up at these events.
So they're afraid of going. That 1/3, that's got to be mostly European. So on both sides of it, you have terrorists that could affect the games.
Right.
And, could do something just horrible there. Then on the other side of it, just the European fans will hate you just as much.
Yeah, you have the anti-war fans. I mean, they never were really... Lance Armstrong was literally a god in France for the last 5 years or whatever. This is, he said, the first time he's ever had any kind of anger pushed his way.
Yeah, he said even, the France parts have been really a little rougher this year than he's had to face before. And he's had disagreements with them in the past. And he just said, just dealing with the people just isn't as easy as it used to be. Tom Green and Jerry Springer are developing a new Week in Review style show, so far titled Fairly Unbalanced. It's hit or miss here on the Tom Green, Jerry Springer get-together.
Oh, could you take 2 unfunny guys and put together an unfunny show? No. I think you know enough about cake recipes to know that that's not the recipe for comedy, Fez.
I can't even picture these 2 guys sitting at some sort of fake news desk together. This is a show I can't even picture being tried to pull off.
Jerry Springer is going to be trying to do the jokes that were written for him, and Tom Green's going to be sniffing his leg and licking him on the hand, and it's going nowhere first. Tom Green, you're done. This is the time of Ali G. It's all Ali G now. He's our new Tom Green. We don't want the old Tom Green anymore.
Ali G, I'm still not comfortable watching.
You shouldn't be comfortable. It's an awful show, but it's hysterical. Did you watch this week's?
Was this the one with Donald Trump?
Sam Donaldson. Donald Trump was last year. Hysterical. Just awful and hysterical.
What was he doing to Sam?
Basically asking him, and I don't want to do the whole show, I'll let people watch it, but basically asking him about how did Waterworld change journalism.
Sam Donaldson, that's got to be a short fuse.
Sam actually went along with him, and you could tell that he felt very sophisticated and above the kid. But I'm going, why doesn't Sam Donaldson's people know? I understand Sam Donaldson doesn't watch HBO, but nobody on his staff checks it out. Nobody who's working at ABC could run through and find out who's coming in there.
Yeah, you got to wonder what a lifespan on that gig's going to be, because it's the hat and goggles and everything.
Well, no, because a lot of the stuff he does is with unfamous people that are just, he had people on from this wine tasting thing. It's hysterical.
Composer Jerry Goldsmith, who created the scores for classic movies and TV shows ranging from Star Trek to Planet of the Apes, has passed away at age 75.
Because he also did the theme to your favorite TV show, The Waltons.
That's right.
And the Waltons theme, how many years? That theme went on long after the show did, so that's a big blow.
So he won the Oscar for The Omen for doing the music for that one. How important is music to a movie?
It's everything. If you ever go to a movie, try to sometimes pay attention to the music in the background. And any movie that you're like welling up and feeling sad about, it's not so much the plot, it's the music that just pushes you over the edge. Like when you're watching The Natural, or when you're watching the Gale Sayers movie, Brian's Song. Everybody remembers that theme. Music just breaks your heart, Fez.
Yeah, one of the ones he did was Rudy, and that that's really sad music about a kid trying to get into college.
Yeah, and it's the stupidest movie in the world. Yet that music comes up, he's in the game, and you find yourself welling up like a chick. I'll give you a little example here, Fez, how movie music works, and we'll try this little experiment with you.
Okay.
Fez, I know that you've been raising that puppy. The puppy that you call Mr. Bojangles?
Sure. Yeah, I love that dog.
Yeah. I got some bad news. Your puppy got his arm stuck in a bear trap. And then the bear trap was stuck to the edge of a truck, and it started pulling him down the street.
Mr. Bojangles got pulled by a bear trap stuck to a truck?
By the time I got there, just his little heart was beating, and his big brown eyes is all I saw. And I swear he said, Nessie.
Oh. I don't know what I'm going to do without Mr. Bojangles.
All right, see how you feel now, Fez? You see how bad you feel?
Who would be stupid enough to put a bear trap that close to a truck?
It doesn't matter. That part doesn't matter. It's the music doing the thing. Watch, I'll tell you the story.
I'm so upset.
Don't be. I'm going to tell you the story the exact same way.
I'm losing it.
I'm going to tell you the story the exact same way, but doing it with different music. Hey, Fezzy, look, there's a dog being dropped by a truck. Look at that funny dog. Is that a bear trap he's stuck in? What a who's funny enough to think of that with a bear trap next to a truck? He stopped breathing. I think he's calling my name. I think I heard him yell my name. That's good stuff. This is the funniest story ever. See? You see what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
So, that's what we're going to do.
Oh.
That's what we're going to do with that Jerry Goldsmith.
I feel much better now. I'm happy in a bear trap. Getting dragged by a truck. That's the funniest thing. And puts a picture of a puppy in a bear trap being dragged by a truck. And he's calling after me. And I'm the only one he can come to for help, and I can't get to him because I'm not as fast as a truck. I can't run truck speeds to save that little puppy. Mr. Bojangles, and there he goes. There he goes again. He's just bouncing like a Super Bowl. That's a scream. That is a riot. Oh, boy.
Hey, do you think that whole bit went a little bit too long? Yeah.
Yes.
It was funny for a while, though. All right, let's take a break. Fezzy will be back in a couple of minutes. You're listening to The Ron and Fez Show.